It's been said that the proof of the pudding is in the taste, or in the case of the WWE, the proof of the product is in TV ratings. If so, fans thought 2018 was downright nasty, repeating the trend of steadily decreasing ratings. Whether it was the WWE's failure to pull the trigger on the Bayley and Sasha Banks feud, instead putting them into a tag team, not pushing Rusev despite his obvious popularity with the fans, keeping the Universal Championship on part-timer Brock Lesnar, inserting once awesome but now tired legends back into the main event scene, or continuing the oh-so-tired authority figure angles, both Raw and SmackDown suffered tremendously. Last December, the McMahons realised that WWE needed a change, addressing this situation on Monday Night Raw just before the Christmas holidays. They vowed to listen to the fans, become more creative and deliver new matchups, all in a bid to help increase ratings and make the product must-see TV. However, many were skeptical as to whether the WWE would actually change the product, as they've heard this song many times before. Nonetheless, there seems to be hope as ratings have improved and the product seems somewhat better. How did WWE get out of this rut? Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 ways Vince McMahon has kept his word. Number 1. Using NXT wrestlers over legends. There's no denying that NXT features a number of excellent wrestlers, both in its male and female roster. However, the WWE doesn't always capitalize on this array of talents, a prime example being the Royal Rumble and its tradition of featuring surprise entrants. The 2018 Royal Rumble saw a number of surprise entrants in both the men's and women's Rumble. Out of these surprise entrants, the WWE only managed to showcase 4 NXT wrestlers: Andrade Cien Almas, Adam Cole, Kairi Sane and Ember Moon, while 13 spots were filled by WWE legends and free agents. Thankfully, this year's Rumble was different, with the WWE giving a whole host of NXT wrestlers the chance to win the Rumble and main event Wrestlemania. These NXT stars included Xia Li, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai, Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, and NXT UK champion Pete Dunne. This was not only a refreshing change from including a number of older wrestlers with zero chance of winning, but a way to introduce the fans to NXT performers. Number 2. New faces in the main event. The WWE Universe was shocked when Finn Balor replaced Braun Strowman in the Universal Championship match against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Although the WWE's bait-and-switch of announcing Strowman to boost ticket sales and subsequent substitution of Balor was scorned by some fans, others were delighted to see Balor get a chance at the Universal Champion he held shortly after his debut on Raw. A quick review of the WWE's pay-per-view events shows the same people in the main event, and it's obvious the fans are tired of seeing the same matchups, particularly when they're also recycled on weekly television. Whether it's giving Mustafa Ali a pinfall win over WWE Champion Daniel Bryan, or EC3 a pinfall win over Dean Ambrose, it looks like the WWE is finally willing to give new faces an opportunity at the top. While these newcomers may not become world champions, the exposure in the main event not only freshens things up, but it gives new stars a chance to get over. Number 3. The possibility of intergender wrestling. The WWE has come a long way from the days when women were eye candy or damsels in distress. The women's revolution may not be perfect, but the current focus on women is a complete 180 from the Divas era. Even more surprising is the concept of intergender wrestling, with women stepping in the ring with men. While this isn't an entirely new concept, recall the 9th wonder of the world China not only competing in the Royal Rumble, but winning the Intercontinental Championship and at one point earning a shot for the WWF Championship, it's something that hasn't been seen in years, with rare exceptions, as both Beth Phoenix and Karma's Rumble appearances were mostly for laughs. Nia Jax's attack on R-Truth at the Rumble saw her become the 4th woman to enter the match in its 31-year history, and there's talk she may begin wrestling men, probably allowing her the chance to potato men as well as female opponents. What holds for the future remains to be seen, but it's another example that the WWE is willing to shake things up from its traditional policy of playing it safe. Number 4. Pushing fan favourites. The WWE Universe is an example of a vocal fanbase, whether its live audiences making their displeasure known in person, as you might recall the fans walking out on 2018's Backlash main event between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe, or through social media, such as when they panned the count-out finish for that same pay-per-view's Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles bout. As loud as the fans were, the WWE seemed deaf to them, but recent trends suggest this might finally be changing. The WWE seems to be listening to the fans, as evident by giving in to the fans' wishes to make everyday Rusev Day and Seth Rollins winning this year's Royal Rumble. There seems to be hope that the WWE is pushing babyfaces that the WWE Universe cares about. Number 5. No authority roles. Wrestling is known for its timeless tropes such as friends betraying friends, career-ending injuries, or manager interference, but the trope of the evil authority figure has been done to death. Some tropes are timeless, but the evil authority figure is one that's run its course. Granted, it was a white-hot angle when Mr. McMahon tried to tame Stone Cold Steve Austin, arguably the hottest feud in WWE history. Since then, it has been run into the ground, whether it was SmackDown General Manager Vickie Guerrero or the authority of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Incredibly, the WWE seems to have done away with it. While Stephanie McMahon suspending Becky Lynch on Raw and Lynch's subsequent beatdown on the $1 Billion Princess was an authority angle, it seemed more of a neutral authority figure storyline, as was Triple H's appearance on SmackDown Live with Lynch. Only time will tell with this one. Number 6. Rekindling the anything can happen in the WWE spirit. During the Attitude Era, WWF fans could be certain of one thing in the WWF. Expect the unexpected. Whether it was angles for mid-card acts or main event shockers, fans stayed tuned to Raw and later SmackDown because they didn't want to miss out on any surprises. Sadly, that hasn't been the case for many years, but the WWE seems to be changing this. For example, R-Truth's unexpected US Championship win was both a feel-good moment and a pleasant surprise. The WWE needs to keep fans tuned in for the entire program, especially if the following details about the WWE's big money deal with Fox for SmackDown is true. Reports that new network Fox will demand regular audiences of 3 to 3.5 million, an increase of 50% on current levels, when the $1 billion SmackDown deal kicks in this October, has brought on one of WWF's biggest 2019 challenges to the forefront. There's talk that Fox may even have a way out of the deal should WWE not hit this level, though it sounds like Vince McMahon and co have something big up their sleeves. Number 7. Creating the Women's Tag Team Championship. If the WWE had to point to one undeniable success in 2018, it was its continued expansion of the women's division. The first ever Women's Royal Rumble was successful, as was the first ever Women's Pay-Per-View Evolution. The WWE's creation of an interbrand women's tag team title promises to give the WWE's female superstars even more opportunities to showcase their skills in the ring. The WWE continue to tear down boundaries between male and female superstars in the ring, as the Women's Tag Team Championship will be decided in the Elimination Chamber match. Number 8. Pushing the man. While the jury is still out on whether or not Becky Lynch proclaiming herself to be the man is an improvement over the Irish Lass Kicker, there's no confusion that she's become the hottest act in the women's division. Quite the achievement considering the abundance of outstanding female talent working both Raw and SmackDown Live. Although the WWE dropped the ball with Lynch's heel turn on Charlotte, the fans didn't care and have been vocal about cheering her regardless of her heel status. Lynch is now poised for a one-on-one encounter against Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, with some believing the WWE will have Lynch go over her. The only concern is that the WWE will do something short-sighted, such as putting Charlotte into the match to make it a triple threat match. With any luck, the WWE will focus on Lynch, as this is her chance to establish herself in the main event. Number 9. Pushing tag teams again. The WWE has a considerable amount of talent, including singles competitors, and here established tag teams. However, tag teams have typically been used as mid-card talent at best. While the New Day established just how popular and successful tag teams can be, the WWE has overlooked the plethora of talented teams it has and forgotten that it took some time to build the New Day up into the white-hot act they eventually became. The WWE seems to have a difficult time getting behind its tag team talent, denying fans the chance to experience the unique excitement that a good tag team bout can create. As discussed in our previous video, Two-time NXT champions The Revival asked for their release from the WWE due to the dissatisfaction with their push. That seems to be changing though, as not only do The Revival seem to be getting a push, but rumour has it they are finally waking up to the fact that tag teams can help groom tag team performers for single pushes, and it gives talent time to get TV and pay-per-view exposure they might not get as single stars. And number 10. Making championships important again. The WWE seems to realise they need to improve their ratings, something all the more obvious with the potential challenge of fledgling promotion All Elite Wrestling. Even the WWE is taking notice of AEW, something Paul Levesque aka Triple H discussed during a conference call in his capacity as WWE Executive Vice President. AEW is clearly something that we'll keep an eye on, and clearly something that they are out there doing their business. But we'll do what's right for our business, what's right for WWE. One benefit has been the move to rebuild the prestige of championship matches. Not only has the WWE discarded its automatic rematch clause for championship matches, but it features more qualifying matches for title shots on Raw and SmackDown, showing that title shots are earned and helping to build drama in a wrestler or team's bid for the title opportunity. Ultimately, this could lead to titles and title matches becoming prestigious enough where fans will want to tune into TV and pay-per-views to see them defended. If the WWE wants to do this, they could also help by taking the Universal Championship of part-timer Brock Lesnar. What do you guys think? Has Vince McMahon made WWE great again? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.